So, Apple has announced that they will be hosting an event on the 7th of May titled Let Loose, and the logo consists of a hand-drawn Apple logo with the help of an Apple Pencil, thus hinting at some of the devices that will be launched in this particular event. So, in this video, we will be discussing all the devices that will be launched in this particular event and all the leaks that we have about these upcoming devices. Without wasting any more time, let's get into it. So let's start off with what devices we can expect from this particular event. Firstly, we can expect the brand new M4 chipset, followed by a brand new iPad Pro, two new iPad Airs, and finally, the brand new Apple Pencil. Let's start off with the M4 chipset. A few leaks have suggested that the M4 may be built using 2nm process technology, which would mean incredible boosts in performance. But other leaks seem to think that the M4 chip will stick with the same 3nm process as the M3. Even though the M4 chips are supposedly nearing production, there haven't been any leaked Geekbench results to gauge its performance. If the M4 chip offers the same upgrade trajectory that we saw with the M2 and the M3, we can estimate very good performance from this particular chipset, and this would make it the most powerful chipset on the planet. We still don't know much about its composition and making, but what we can expect is some new AI features along with it. 2024 has been a year for AI, so we can probably expect Apple to include dedicated AI features in this chipset in this particular launch. So that is all that we have for the M4 chip. Now let us move on to the iPad Pros. This time around, the iPad Pros are expected to come with last year's M3 chipset. It is also expected that the iPad Pros could finally come with an OLED display. After a year of no updates, this would be a hugely welcomed addition. An upgraded Magic Keyboard for the Elite tablet could also be on the way, as could support for the rumored Apple Pencil 3. To top it all off, there's also an outside of MagSafe coming to the new iPad Pro 2024. While Apple may even offer as much as a 2TB version of storage for what seems to be destined to be the most impressive tablet Apple has ever manufactured. We can also expect a bigger display and a revamped keyboard case for this particular device as well, which would mean much better keys and probably better angles of viewing as well. All of this needs to come at a more competitive price, as Apple over the past year has been slowly increasing the prices of all of their devices. So hopefully Apple does not make this device way too expensive for the regular customers and does keep the price very competitive with other tablets such as the Galaxy S Tab S9 Ultra. Also, if you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of other videos like this, and if you subscribe, it motivates me to make more videos like this. So sub to the channel would be awesome. Moving on, let's go to the iPad Air 2024. This time around, we can expect two new iPad Airs, namely a 10.9-inch version and a 12.9-inch version, making the gap between the iPad Pros and the iPad Airs much lesser. If this does come true, this would mean that the gap between the iPad Pros and the iPad Airs comes significantly closer, and this would make the iPad Air a very good value for money tablet in comparison to the iPad Pros and the previous generations of both of these devices. Rumors seem to suggest that the new iPad Air models will be coming with the M2 chipsets, which do provide impeccable performance and is crazy for an iPad. But the Pros will have a pretty big difference in terms of performance still. Apart from this, we don't expect any new changes in terms of display or storage options or even new designs. Finally, let's get to the main device that is expected from this event, and that is the Apple Pencil Gen 3. A stylus is usually not the key highlight for a particular event, although Samsung does boast about the improvements that they make with their styluses year on year. This time around, from the new Apple Pencil, we can expect brand new gestures and haptic feedback as well. All of this will be packed in a new glossy finish and magnetic interchangeable tips as well. Apple might also make it easier or simpler for users to change the tips once it is worn down, which is always a good sign. Sadly, we have no information as to the cost of the pencil, but due to the new features, we can expect an increase in price. Overall, this will be a very interesting event because finally we will be getting an update for the iPads, but we can also set our expectations from the MacBooks of this generation. We can see finally the new AI capabilities that Apple has been keeping in store, and usually when Apple does something, it is usually very good. Although it's late, it is usually very good. So what are your opinions? You can let me know down in the comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll leave links for both those accounts in the video description. Thanks for watching. This is Tech Savage, and I'll see you guys in the next one.